This is Rogers TV.
Interest payments were going up, creditors were calling. I finally realized I needed help. The people at Janes & Noseworthy really took care of me, and I'm glad I chose a local solution. I felt like they understood me better. Getting help with my debt has given me the energy, the headspace, and the time to make my dreams come true. A chance to start again with knowledge, support, and people in your corner. Are you looking for that kind of help? It's okay.
Learn more about Leah's story at janesnoseworthy.ca.
Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to an old friend. But when you're saying farewell to your vehicle, Kidney Car makes it fast and easy. Just call or visit our website. We'll take any vehicle in any condition and give you a tax receipt for a minimum of $300. No headaches and no towing charges. It's the one-stop solution for getting rid of your unwanted vehicle in just a few short minutes. When your vehicles reach the end of the road, call us toll-free or visit kidneycar.ca.
Welcome to Out of the Fog TV. Don't change the channel because it is your boy, Precious Familusi, guest hosting Out of the Fog TV at their 20th anniversary. And I am so happy to be here. And I can tell you today's show is going to be awesome because we have so many amazing guests and we're having so many important conversations. But before we go, I have a little surprise for you. We have a special guest performance by Joseph Jacob, and accompanying is Opeyemi Adeniye playing the original Turn On Lights. Hope you enjoy it.
Everybody's trying to make it in life, but I'm just here trying to make it out alive. A friend to come through, help me go through it. I'm just trying to make it out of here alive. Everybody's trying to make it in life, but I'm just here trying to make it out alive. A friend to come through, help me go through it. I'm just trying to make it out of tunnel line. Everybody's trying to make it in life, but I'm just here trying to smile when I do it so well, yeah. This tunnel doesn't seem to have an end, all I need right now is a friend.
You're watching Rogers TV St. John's.
The new VP, Eden Laszlo.
I'm not sure if the baby is Marcus's. What?
All that bull you told me about disrespecting our marriage, I'm your husband, you giving it away.
We get an interesting lead in the Walters murder.
You ever heard of the Foundation?
I wanted to ask you something about the case.
The Vanessa King case.
You're watching Rogers TV St. John's.
Welcome back. What a beautiful performance. I almost shed a tear. And so, sitting with us on the couch, we have the one and only Joseph Jacob and the one and only Bayo Daini. Welcome, guys.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for having us.
Wow, what a beautiful song that was.
Thank you.
Really moved me. Yeah. Anyway, so Joseph, can you give us a bit of your background, where you're from, and why Newfoundland?
So I'm from Nigeria originally, and I moved to St. John's, Newfoundland for school. I'm currently a biochemistry student in my third year, and I moved here for university, like I already said, and I moved here for a month. So
nice. What have you, Bayo?
Also from Nigeria. I moved here to St. John's in 2019 for my master's program with Memorial University. I did the MBA in social entrepreneurship. Now I'm just a software developer working for a tech company very often here. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear. So, Joseph, I wanted to ask, how did you really discover that you could sing like that? Like, the only singing I really do nowadays is singing in the showers, right? So, were you just randomly one day just singing and like, oh, I can sing? Or
I guess it all happens to everyone in the shower. I just started singing, to be honest. I just thought I liked music, and I would sing as a child in a children's choir. And anywhere there was an opportunity to sing, I would sing, and I've been developing myself ever since. I listen to people I love to listen to. I have people I go to for music practice and all that. So that's mostly it.
So the song Tunnel Light, tell me a bit more about that. Bayo, you're listed as one of the songwriters there. What inspired that song, or what led to the inspiration of that song, Tunnel Light?
Well, I think a lot of the inspiration came from, Joseph, first of all. He had a bit of his own experiences that he must have had, writing that song and the words that he put in. And for me, picking up on what Joseph was already bringing in, I just saw a story about inspiration or search for hope. And I think that's something that anyone can really relate to, just that search for hope and wanting to be able to see the light at the end of that tunnel. So yeah, I think that's really what it was, that, this is something that we can all relate with. And there's just that call for a friend, for someone that could always be able to help you go through that tunnel and help you see the light at the end of that tunnel. So, yeah.
Wow, that is truly inspiring, and that song really speaks to me as well, and especially in a time where there's so many things happening in the world. A lot of times we just need a friend, so we just need to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much for having us.
The question I had for you actually was, in terms of musically, what inspires you? Who's your favorite artist? And what genre is your favorite genre?
Well, for me, I don't have a favorite artist. I mostly listen to I listen to mostly R&B songs, gospel songs, pop music. So basically, there are many people good in that field. And if I start to mention we're not gonna leave today. So I listen to people who make music in that field, and that's mostly my inspiration for my own music.
What have you, Bayo?
I think for me, I would lean more towards inspiration, almost really gospel music, honestly. And as for genres or people that I love, I think I'm more in tune, or I found myself more interested in like music groups. One of my favorites is Maverick City Music. Another is Alpos Music Group. It was a group I was with back in Nigeria as well, my local church. So yeah, but those are two of my, I guess, favorite music groups, yeah.
That is, I can't even explain that how music brings so much joy into the world, and to see you guys doing awesome work, and I'm excited to see what's coming up next. Can you give us a little bit of teaser of what's coming up next, Joseph? Just a teaser, you know.
We don't know for now, but hopefully something you guys will hear from us really soon, hopefully.
Okay. So if anyone wants to reach out to you in terms of booking you for a gig or wants to work or collaborate with you guys, what's the best way for them to reach you?
I have like my social media. Like you can reach me on Instagram. I think they're gonna put the name down on the TV screen. Jaystagram, JAYSTGRM. So that's how you can reach me on Instagram, and my email and my number, which I obviously can't give here, but that's how you can reach me.
What have you, Bayo?
Yeah, on Instagram as well too. My name, my first name, Bayo_DAINI, or you could just search for, I like to call myself The August Rush. It's an inspiration from a movie called The August Rush too, so, but yeah, that's one place.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing that beautiful song with us. I appreciate it. I know our viewers definitely appreciate it as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll be right back after this break.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
It all started when I racked up some serious debt. Interest payments were going up, creditors were calling. Janes and Noseworthy came up with a plan. Knowing that the phone was going to stop ringing and that I was not in this alone was a huge relief. Bankruptcy or a consumer proposal or whatever help you get is not the end. It's just the beginning. A chance to start again with knowledge and support and people in your corner. Are you ready? Get out of debt. It's okay.
Learn more about Leah's story at janesnoseworthy.ca.
Welcome back. As I said, we have some awesome guests with us today. We have Lindsay and Robyn. Hi, Lindsay and Robyn. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thanks. Thanks so much for having us.
No, I'm super excited. So, can you give us a brief summary of what your organization is about?
Absolutely. So I'm from Skills Canada, Newfoundland and Labrador, and at our organization, we're a nonprofit organization that promotes education in skilled trade and technology careers. So we do this through an immersive approach to learning. So we have many different programs, such as our Skilled Futures program. We also have competitions that run on a provincial, national, and even international scale. But my program specifically is the Entrepreneur Program. So this program is funded by the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency. And through this program, we get students and youth to think about how skilled trades and technologies can turn into business ownership. So we partner with Youth Ventures for this program, which Robyn works for Youth Ventures. So I'll let her tell you a little bit about what she does at her organization.
So I work with the Newfoundland and Labrador Association of CBDCs, and CBDC stands for the Community Business Development Corporations. So CBDCs exist to support entrepreneurs in rural communities in getting their businesses off the ground. So they offer business financing, training, and counseling to entrepreneurs across the province. So their mandate is rural, but we also work closely with Metro Business Opportunities, who services St. John's and Mount Pearl. We have a big focus on youth programming with the CBDC. We have a program that's specifically designed for youth, which Lindsay mentioned is our Youth Ventures program, which empowers young people to turn their hobbies, skills, and interests into money-making businesses. So it's all about teaching entrepreneurship, the value of entrepreneurship at an early age. So just last year, the CBDCs have dispersed $1.2 million to 24 youth-owned businesses in the province.
Wow, that is awesome. So, we've been talking about youth here, youth there. The word youth has been thrown around a lot. But what age group really counts as youth? Can you folks clarify that for me, please?
Yeah, so I guess at Skills Canada, a lot of our focus is on junior high school, intermediate, secondary, and post-secondary students. So that would be what we mainly deal with and what our programming is generally geared towards. However, of course, we do adapt our programming if we need to for other age groups. So, yeah. Robyn?
And at CBDC, we have a loan program called Kickstart and Drive. So our definition for youth there is 35 and under. And with the Youth Ventures program, it's for youth ages 12 to 29. So in saying that, if there's an individual who's under the age of 12, we'll still support them. We won't turn them away. But our targeted age group is ages 12 to 29.
So before we go on, there's one question I wanted to ask you. Is there any success stories that you could share with us as well today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess I'll start. So we, through our entrepreneur program, we do something called Apprenticeship Conferences. So essentially we go into different post-secondary institutions where there are a class of apprentices, and we go through what business ownership looks like. So, we go through the steps to creating business plans. We bring in mentors that are in that specific field so that they can chat with entrepreneurs in that field. And we've had students in the past who have, taken what they're learning in their post-secondary institution and gone on to actually start businesses in those areas. So to us, of course, that's a huge success story because they're doing exactly what it is that we hope that they would do. So, yeah.
What have you, Robyn?
So with the Youth Ventures program, it's not a new program. The CBDCs have actually been delivering it since '96.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's been in existence since 1992. So to date, we've helped over 7,000 youth start more than 5,000 youth-owned businesses through the Youth Ventures program alone. So I can proudly share with you some of the success. So for example, we had a gentleman who started a landscape gardening business. So it started as, a side hustle. It was him and his partner. They started mowing lawns, and they were doing it in the summer part-time, and then it grew. So now it's actually grown into a full-service landscaping business that operates full-time in the summer, and they've expanded their services to offer year-round services, and this is all in addition to his 9-to-5.
Wow.
Yeah, we also have our Venture of the Year, Alex Antle, Bunchberry Beadwork. She's another fabulous entrepreneur. She's an Indigenous beadwork artist who creates jewelry and accessories, so her business started as a hobby. She created these pieces, her family and friends wanted to buy it. Now she has a full-service e-commerce website. She's also doing her MBA in social enterprise with the goal of creating an Indigenous art center. So not only are these folks, making entrepreneurship work for them, they're also giving back to their community, and they're becoming really strong community leaders and working with some really strong community leaders.
That is so awesome. Hearing those type of stories really motivate you about the future of our community here in Newfoundland as well. And I want to thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is there any other, if anyone wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way to really reach out to you folks?
Yeah, so I guess for us it would be to head to our website, skillscanada.nl.ca. All of our contact information can be found there.
And for us, we're on social media as well, so Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Youth Ventures. And you can head to our website at youthventuresnl.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be right back.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
Welcome back. And a few weeks ago, we had the first ever Black vendor market at the farmers market. It was so awesome to see so many Black businesses come out and show their work. Today, sitting on the couch with us and hanging out with us, we have Raven and Nicole.
Hi. Hi, thanks for having us.
So how do you feel to plan such a wonderful event, Nicole?
It feels amazing for a couple reasons. The first is it was really amazing to see the exec members and the volunteers of the BSA come together to plan such a successful event. It was also really amazing and inspiring to have the support from our partners, which are Ravenstone Consulting, Hub City, BDC, and CMHANL. And it was also really inspiring to identify some role models within our community, such as Senator Ravalia, Naval Sar, the owner of Afro Kitchen, Newfoundland, and as well as Ronald's Delicacies. So it was really amazing to have that and to have all those inspirational people in one place. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like an all-star event.
Yes.
So let's track back a bit before we go into the nitty-gritty of the details. Tell me more about the organization that you both volunteer and work with.
So I am the co-founder and co-president of Black Lives Matter NL, which I think you're aware of, Precious. I'm not sure. And I am also a member of the Anti-Racism Coalition and board member of Girls Rock NL, as well as I run my consulting business. And this is the main reason why I'm here is because Nicole kind of came to me and she was like, oh my God, I have this amazing idea. And I was like, cool, let's just go into it. And when we look at that, that's the real purpose of Black Lives Matter NL. It's to foster and create and help opportunities for the Black population to grow in St. John's, to have a space to explore their passions. And that's what we're really all about.
Well, and Nicole, tell me a bit more about BSA.
So the Black Students Association is a student group at MUN that focuses on supporting and highlighting the Black students within that community. And on the topic of highlighting the students, that's what the whole event was about. So it was to highlight the Black business owners and entrepreneurs that we have in Newfoundland to show their talent, their skill, and what they have to offer to the ecosystem here in St. John's.
That is great. And Raven, you mentioned Ravenstone Consulting. If you could, in one sentence, describe to me what Ravenstone Consulting, what do you do and what do you tell me more about them?
Ravenstone Consulting is the brainchild of all of my ideas of what is critical race theory and bring that into a more marketing perspective of how does that affect Black and racialized people across the board. And we focus on anti-racism. We focus on cross-cultural awareness and sensitivity trainings and educational workshops. And we believe that we're just a space where chaotically bright individuals of differing backgrounds who have an idea and a passion for social justice can come and work in that space and make money. Because it's important.
That is right. So let's have a quick conversation about what do you think are some of the challenges that Black business face in our community in Newfoundland here?
I think one of the main issues that we have in the issue of Black, when it comes about the issues that Black people face, is that there needs to be a legitimization of Black issues. Like when we run into something, a barrier, it's not something that I, Raven, am bouncing into. This is something that it happens to every Black person, or not every, but to too many of us at the same time. And to me, that's what creates or constitutes a systemic barrier. It means that we have to figure out ways to come together and work on that. So one of the largest things we have is lack of the gap in funding for our dreams, for our passions, and that comes because many of us don't have access to the type of funding and opportunities that others have. So we know that Black Lives Matter, we know that the networks across Canada have been working to bridge that gap that we see a lot. And also there's a lack of mentorship in terms of business aspect. Like, I know that I have good mentors, but what if I want to launch a business for lashes, for hair, for makeup? How do I get that type of first-hand knowledge that seems to come so easy and is way more accessible to other groups? How do I bring that and harbor that for the Black and racialized people in Newfoundland and Labrador?
So Nicole, can you give us the student perspective on that as the president of BSA?
So from my experience, the major challenges that these Black-owned businesses face would be access to capital, information, as well as networking. And other businesses in general do face these challenges, but minority groups, especially the Black students, face higher barriers to entry in this sense. And that was the whole point of this event, because I believe that knowledge is wealth. And the event had a couple organizations that specifically support Black businesses speak about some of the initiatives, funding, grants, and resources that have been made available specifically for these Black-owned businesses. So it connects them to that. It connects them to both those organizations, and it connects them to the community, which helps to solve some of the problems that the Black businesses face in Newfoundland.
And to add to that, I feel like if it's important for us to understand that as Black millennials, we have this unique opportunity to really explore our passions, what we think our dreams are, in a way that we systematically or historically really haven't before. And I feel like if we can come together in the way that Nicole and I do, in the way that we all do, we're doing right now, we can highlight, amplify, and come together to really kind of overthrow these types of barriers and triumph and thrive in spite of those barriers by coming together and sharing our opportunities and making us all together, because I don't think that one Black business is going to change the climate of Newfoundland and Labrador. I really believe it's going to be all of us just taking the stage and together.
Yeah, though that is a very important. I think this is a conversation we definitely need to keep having and keep talking about as well, especially as we approach Black History Month. I want to thank you both for coming on the show today. Thank you for giving us an insight onto what it takes and what are the challenges the Black community are facing. And I'm so glad that we're able to have the first ever event. Thank you, folks. We'll be right back.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
Wow, I can't believe the show has come to an end. I had so much fun. But if you ever want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through my socials, which is just down below. Anything from a movie recommendation to even talking about all the topics we discussed yet today, please feel free to reach out to me. I want to thank all my guests today for coming on and having the important conversation, having some fun, and being here with me at Out of the Fog TV. I know that you had a great time because I had a great time as well. Thank you so much for watching it, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
This is Rogers TV.
Sundays.
I'm giving up everything here